Hello everybody, it's Manu from Manipulation Vlogs, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how I managed to score a perfect 800 on SAT Math. And this can obviously, all the tips on this video can be used for other tests as well, but this is specific to the math test, the SAT Math, and how I got a perfect score on it. So let's get in straight to the video, and don't forget to stick around till the end because all these tips will be important, and the tip at the end is going to be the most important out of them all. So here's tip number one. You gotta know SAT Math. Now you have to know everything there is about SAT Math. Now I'm not even going toward the practice in tip number one. I'm talking about the concepts. Now SAT Math is quite simple in its volume of subject to learn. But the thing is that you need to know all of these concepts. They could have been taught in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. Anytime they were taught, you need to refresh them. You need to figure out what are the concepts and what are the concepts you need to study. So get an SAT book, either the Princeton Review or the College Board. I recommend the Princeton Review, but the College Board is the most official book you will get. And actually go through the book and figure out what are the various concepts in math and which are the concepts which you know, which are the concepts which you are kind of okay with, and which are the concepts which you do not know at all. Now, once you have segregated these concepts into these three different categories, now you're ready for tip number two. So here's tip number two. Now, this tip is to get all of the concepts to a level of learning which is good. Now, I mean, you can still miss questions, and I do not mean while learning get it to a perfect level. I mean, you must know the complete concept and be at a level where you know what the question is asking and know how to solve it. So that is the level of proficiency which you need to get to in every single one of these concepts. Now, math could be divided into algebra, could be divided into geometry, could be divided into a simple trigonometry. Now, in every single one of these concepts, you have to get to a level of proficiency which is good at a level where you are fine with it and you will be able to answer or at least attempt every single question you come across. So here's tip number three. Use Khan Academy. Now, Khan Academy is the single best practice resource out there. Now, with Khan Academy, what you can do is you can go through all of your concepts, revise them, and you can also start work and get to a level 4. Now, on Khan Academy, it's rated on a level of proficiency of 1 to 4, 1 being the lowest and 4 being the highest. So what you can do is work on every single subject, every single topic in math and get to a proficiency of level 4. I personally did around 2000 questions over the English sections and the math section on the SAT on Khan Academy, and I got to a level 4 in every single subtopic of the math and the English as well. So on the math specifically, get to a level 4 on every single subtopic in Khan Academy. So next, go to the next step. Now, here comes the important part. Take a practice test. Now, when you take a practice test, you are most probably not going to get a perfect score or maybe even a high score on the first practice test you take. And I'm giving this almost as a guarantee. If you get a high score, then amazing. But if you do not, you are like 99% of the students out there. Now, once you have got your test done and once you have got your marks, the marks are not the most important part of it. The important part is the questions which you guessed on and the questions which you did not attempt or got wrong. So now the questions which you guessed on shows that that topic is kind of weak. The questions you got wrong also shows that in that topic you are kind of weak. So all you have to do is get to those topics, figure out what topics those questions come under and revise those topics again. And after revising all of the topics, take the next practice tests. And over time, each practice test, you will see a scoring increase of 10 points, 20 points, even 30 points in some practice tests, where you may have started off with a 650. By the time you have finished 5 practice tests or something, you will be scoring consistently in the 750 plus range. And now, for the people who really, really want to score an 800 on the SAT math, this is the tip coming up for you. So if you have got anything from the video so far, don't forget to hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and share it with all your friends, followers, connections. So help us grow and help us spread as much positive impact all around the world as possible. So let's get down to the most important tip right now. So now we are talking about the most important tip when it comes to getting the perfect 800 on SAT math. Now this is a thing which can be used for any person obviously, but if you're not gunning for that 800, you do not need to take so much effort. Now coming down to it, the first thing which you need to do is finish every single practice test out there. You will get 8 practice tests with Princeton Review. You will get 10 practice tests with Khan Academy and the College Board. You may get some other unofficial practice tests which will not replicate the SAT, but will still be good practice for you. Now, the first thing which you need to do, therefore, is to complete every single practice test out there. Now, bear in mind, I do not mean simply go through every single practice test, look at your marks, and think in your heart you will improve the next time. No, I mean actually implementing and working on the problems you missed. Now, the first time I took a practice test, I've always been good in math. So the first time I took a practice test, I got a 700, 710 if I'm not wrong. And every time I took a practice test, I went over the problems I missed. I went through those topics again and again. And each test, I got a higher score. So a 710 in the first test, a 720 in the second test, a 750 in the third test, again a 750 in the fourth test. And then on the fifth test, I hit an 800. It was a strange 50-point increase. But this attributes to going over every single topic which you missed. And don't forget to also go over the topics on which you guessed on. So completing these two factors, if you both go over the topics you missed and the topics you guessed on, and you revise every single question out there, you will, and there is nothing stopping you from getting a perfect 800 on the SAT. And any of these tips can be used for any other subject tests or any other main tests out there as well. Going through tests like these can really help you and may boost your score. On the ACT, it could boost your score even 3 or 4 points. On other tests, it could boost your score. I do not know the scoring mechanism of other tests. On the SAT, it could boost your score by 100 points as well. Who knows? If you work on your problem areas, that is the place where you will see most increase in points. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the like button down below. Share this video with all of your friends. And if you want more videos like this, don't forget to hit it down in the comments below and tell me what are the various areas in which you want such videos. Do you want a video on ACT? I'm preparing for the ACT right now. Do you want a video on SAT English? Either the reading section. I did pretty well on the reading section. Do you want a video on the writing section of the ACT? I'll tell you what I did wrong. I'll tell you how you can do it better. And do you want a video on any other section of the ACT, the SAT, the TOEFL? I scored 109 on the TOEFL. And on any of these tests, if you like any video on all of these tests, don't forget to tell me in the comments down below and I will upload a video and I will make a video concerning that specific topic. So signing off for now, Manu from Manipulation Vlogs.